Thanks to the support as a channel member, Curtis Rothwell. Well, today we finally get to play in the African Champions League group stage, which means testing ourselves against one of the best teams in Africa, ES Tunis. If we can beat them, if we can finish top of this group, we're winning the Champions League this year, I've decided. And we probably need to, because as it stands at the moment, we're not even on course to qualify for it for next season. Although, to be fair, we have got the 2 games in hand, similar to what Kaiser Chiefs always seem to have. I don't know how they've got theirs, because they're not even in the Champions League this year, but they're still not playing very many matches. But we are 4 points off the top of the table with 2 games in hand over the top of the table team. Mamelodi Sundowns, bit of a problem. They absolutely thumped us in the league. We also lost to Sekokun United. So we've picked up a couple of defeats, leaving us just a smidgen off the pace. But we're not going to worry about it. We'll turn that around. And that's not even the concern for today, because the way these Champions League group stages work, we kind of have the games all lumped together in very end of November and into December. So we've got Shooting Stars off of Nigeria, who we play away from home. Then we're home against Madima of Ghana. That is a great nickname, by the way. The proudly colourful pride of the West. Considerably longer than the actual name of the club, which is what all good nicknames should be. We've then got Kaiser Chiefs in the Telkom Cup knockout semi-final and the aforementioned ES Tunis, who are one of the biggest teams in Tunisia and therefore one of the biggest teams in Africa. We've got them at home in our last group stage. So I think what I'm going to show you is the Shooting Stars game and the Tunis game. We'll do the 2 in between off camera, but obviously the away game is an important one. And the one against Tunis is going to be an important one. We do play everybody again in the reverse fixture in another little burst of 3 matches in February. But by then, we should have a very good idea of how likely we are to qualify. If we can win these 3, we'll be pretty much through before we even get to February, which would be super duper. So Shooting Stars up first, who play at the Lekan Salami Stadium. Let's go find that, shall we? I mean, it's always an encouraging sign when you can just put in the name of the stadium and actually find it. And then you see a picture of a stadium on Google Maps as well. So it's obviously a fairly big deal, I suggest. It's in a place called Ibadan. I don't know. My Nigerian geography does leave a little bit to be desired, but it's down in this bit for those of you who are familiar with Nigeria. If we have a look at it from the aerial view, I mean, you can see that's a football stadium from space. This is a full-size sporting complex. Let's get ourselves dropped down at pitch level if we can. I don't think we can. Where are we standing here? We're stood on top of a newspaper thing, I think. This is a 360 camera on top of a wall. Let's try and get ourselves down. Where's the stadium gone? It's down there. Let's just get down to the roadside. There you go. There's the stadium. So it is, I mean, like I say, it's full size. Can we shoot down this way a little bit and have a look at it from a... There you go. Nice big football stadium and a little tyre out front of it as well, which is jolly nice. Can we get in here? No, we can't. But I mean, it's big. It's got big floodlight pylons, and there's some renovation work going on outside it. I don't know where our matchday hotel is going to be. Is this it down the road here? That looks like a hotel building. That's the... No. Hang on. This is the police. Whoa, where did they come from? So there's your little police station. I feel like this is our matchday hotel. If we go back this way slightly... Empty streets. They love a motorbike, don't they? What's he got on his? What's he selling? I can't see. I want to see his wares, but Google won't let me. No, we're never going to know. There's tyres everywhere. What's with the tyres? I'm very confused. And this is our team for this match. We're as full strength as we can be. We do have a couple of injury issues going in. Rebello, our normal goalkeeper, has picked up an ankle ligament injury, so he's fit enough to sit on the bench but can't really start. So Som Siwu, who we signed on a free transfer from Maritzburg in the summer, is coming in for him. I mean, he did play a full season for Maritzburg last season, but they did get relegated off the back of it. So, I mean, don't read too much into that. We're also without Mbambo today, who has also picked up just a little bit of a knock. He's got a groin strain, so he hasn't travelled. So this is the team. It's Suwu in goal, a back four of Radaby, Dululi, Makubo and Clothy. Sangari at the base of the midfield, Zimela and Malafane ahead of him. Makanya on the left, Undlove on the right, and Vilakazi up front. Come on then, let's have a good start to life in the Champions League group stages. We've had some big score lines in the qualifying rounds, in the first round. We do seem to be taking to continental competition in our stride, but this is the group stage now. We need to show that we mean business. First away game, win this, win the couple of home games off the back of it, and all of a sudden we are looking very, very strong, which obviously is what we want to do. We want to look strong because we want to win the competition at the first time of asking. The more I think about it, having mentioned it on the last episode, I really like the idea of being able to add to my Football Manager CV and I'll dine out for the rest of my life on I won the Pentagon Challenge with 5 teams who'd never won it before, each playing in the competition for the first time in their history. I mean, we'll find a snazzier way to say it. It needs to be snappier than that. But we did it in Japan. If we can do it here in Africa, that then has to be the goal. That's what we want to achieve. And as we saw on the transfer stream the other day, AFC Wimbledon are in the Premier League in England. So we kind of want to get to Europe and get to the Premier League in time to do it with Wimbledon. I think doing it with Wimbledon would be sensational, but we're not going to get too far ahead of ourselves. We've obviously got to finish Africa first, then we've got North America and South America before we head to Europe. We'll definitely be doing Europe last, and we're already losing in this game, so maybe it's not going to be as smooth sailing as I hoped it would be. I love the fact we've got a little corner of travelling fans. My African geography, it's not ideal. But I'm viewing in my mind where Nigeria is compared to South Africa. I feel like that's quite a long journey. Makanya has picked up an injury now as well. And my boys are starting to drop like flies, which is a long, long way from ideal. So Chalk has come on the left-hand side, a player I did not expect to be needing to use in the Champions League, although he was the star man in that in the Money in the Bank knockout tournament that we had earlier in the year. That's our centre-back, boys and girls. You might be confused into thinking, it's his 6th goal of the season. They've all been headers. Well, Dylan Dululi, boys and girls, our centre-back, still only 18, 19 years old. Probably shouldn't be able to do that, should he? If he doesn't end up South Africa's captain, I'll eat my hat. But they are coming at us again here. I mean, they're definitely... I mean, we've just conceded a goal against a bad boy. I really don't know how I feel about that. As the bad boy of Football Manager content creation, I feel like he should be playing for me, not scoring against me. Oh, they're quite good, I think. I kind of wasn't expecting them to be quite good, having had the easy run through. How well we played against the Casablanca team. I figured we could take anyone from Nigeria because Morocco is a much stronger league than Nigeria, at least as far as the reputation goes. So I figured the second best team in Morocco's got to be a lot better than the second best team in Nigeria. And we hammered them. It was 4-0 in the away leg. But I guess we have got a relegation fodder goalkeeper in. So that's probably a consideration. If Rebello had been in goal, would we have conceded twice? It's impossible to say, obviously, but I mean, Chalk's come on and scored, which is nice. He's going to become a cult hero. Never good enough to be a regular starter for us, but when we use him, he's quite good. He's going to be one of those. I believe the cool kids refer to that as a streets won't forget player. See, I've used the internet. I don't really know what it means, and I've probably used it wrong. But I am nearly 30. I can't be expected to stay on top of all of the memes. Right, let's take the lead here. Oh, wow, it thunders back off the crossbar. Kurt Vilakazi is there, but he can't keep his header down, and it remains 2-2. We have been the better team. We're well ahead on XG. I mean, some of that is going to be the fact that we got a penalty, but I'd like to think we can nick a winner in this second half. We've conceded a couple of goals. Oh, Siri has got something to say to me. Let's tell her to shut up. Don't know why she's decided to stick her oar in. I can do this without you, Siri. Goodness me. Oh, and now I've paused. Apparently I can't. I've paused the match trying to put my phone out of reach so she can't hear me. Right, let's offer some encouragement to the boys. Come on, you bumheads. Do a football. Right, Sangare. I mean, that's lovely work from him in midfield. Gives it to Vilakazi, and his shot is pushed around the post, and we've got a corner. And as you know, we have some big meaty boys in the middle waiting to receive this from Unlove. Cross comes in. Doesn't beat the first man. It's not acceptable. You can't not beat the first man when you've got a team full of giants the way we have. Just get it into the 6-yard box. Get it right up there against the goalkeeper. And just, there you go. Let Deluli get onto it. I mean, he's done better. His header's a little bit wayward. I think that may have actually come off the defender. And it comes all the way back to Radaby. And now Sangare, Malafane plays it forward to Hlothy. Hlothy, I mean, can he find the cross? Drills it across to Vilakazi, who can't get proper contact with it, but we have got ourselves another corner. It feels like that winning goal is coming. It's Zimela taking this one, trying to curl it in on the left foot. Deluli is there again. It does fascinate me, and I'm leaving this to my set-piece coach. He obviously knows. It fascinates me that we aim for the 6-foot-tall Deluli when we've got the 6'4" Vilakazi, who scores a significant chunk of his goals in the air from open play. But I'm trusting my set-piece coach to know what he's doing. We score a lot of corners. So I think he probably knows. I thought Deludi was lining up to do another screamer. It's Hlothy this time, and it's another corner. We are putting them under so much pressure. It's one of those periods where you've got to score a goal, or else you're going to end up regretting it. Deluli again can't get onto him. I mean, they've got a big boy marking him. Stop aiming at him. Right, it falls to Sangari. Now, Chalk, can he really make himself a hero? No, he can't. He just gives the ball to Deluli, and the highlight ends. Kurt Vilakazi, not had a nice game today. Phillips is going to come on up front. We're also going to bring on Neonzima to play. They're all left footers. I mean, he's just going to have to play out there and like it. Actually, no, I'm going to keep Unlove on. What I might do. We're without the boys who signed for us after the registration deadline. It is more challenging putting a squad together, which is not ideal. Oh, there you go. Dylan Deluli. I mean, he's just decided to take it upon himself to win us the football match today. Lovely stuff from him. An 8.9 he's on now. 2 goals, 2 very different kinds of goals. And now we just need to knock balls up from here, because this has been a tough away game in the end, tougher than I think we were anticipating it being. If we come away from it with the victory, we really do. Things do bode well going forward. There you go. We can bring him on and push Hlothy forward. We've done that a few times over recent matches, but Medina are actually ahead against Tunis. So maybe I've got the strength of this group all wrong. Oh my word, we've got away with one there. Maybe the group stage is going to be 4 relatively evenly matched teams, because I wasn't expecting the challenge that this lot have put up. I certainly wasn't expecting. I was expecting Tunis to be the team pushing to win the group. Maybe they're not. Maybe Shooting Stars are going to be the team that we're competing with, which does, I think, vindicate my decision when we decided to come to South Africa of avoiding Tunisia, because I think ES Tunis were one of the teams who were offering me a job. We could have gone there. We could have gone to Tunisia. Look at the state of those match stats. We probably should have made this a little bit more comfortable than it has been, but I think we are just about going to hold on. Phillips, I mean, that's the most accurate shot Bafana Phillips has ever had, I think. But he's just lumping it away from our goal. We're not going to concede if it's down there, are we? Kaneni to Zimela finds Mofakeng, and there is Phillips. And I mean, he's tested the goalkeeper for once. Normally, he just absolutely bottles those. I think he was offside. But it doesn't matter, because we have picked up the victory. We are top of our group. And now we're going to get those couple of in-betweeny games done. And we'll be back for Tunis just before Christmas. Lovely stuff. Well, we had a nice win over Medina, but then got knocked out of the Telkom Cup in the semi-final by Kaiser Chiefs on penalties. They then went on to lose the final a couple of days later. So I'm kind of glad that we didn't have to play the final on Sunday, knowing that we had this big game against Tunis. Now, if we beat them, we are looking very, very good for qualification. So fingers crossed, let's go beat them. This is the team. Rebello is back in goal. It's in a back four of Radabi, Deluli, Makubo and Gwenya. Sangari at the base of the midfield, Zimela and Malafane ahead of him. And Bambo fit again to play on the left-hand side, Unlove on the right, Villakazi up front. Kurt Villakazi is struggling for form as well. He's not scored quite a long time. So he might finally be fulfilling his potential after that little purple patch that he had when we first invented him. So he might be done. But of course, we don't have the option of playing Kamalo in this competition because similar with Otara and Asante, the guys who came in the summer aren't registered to play, even though Sangare is. I think the deadline must have been after he arrived, but before the rest of them did. So fingers crossed we can register them later in the tournament, or else we're going to have to try and win it without all our shiny new toys that we brought in to win the league, and then we're not winning the league. So that money spent becomes a little more questionable. If we manage to spend more money than the club has ever spent and take them backwards domestically and then go win the Champions League with the kids who won the league the year before, just go with the kids. I think is the thing to take from that. We always said that the thing with Stellenbosch is we had a really, really, really good youth setup, and we could probably get away without signing anybody. We've got and signed some players and can't blooming use them. Very upsetting. Right, Zimela wins the ball back relatively comfortably. And talking of superstar youngsters, there is Deluli. And it ends up with Villakazi and now Radabi. I thought we'd seen the end of Radabi. Sangari into Unlove, who manages to play it on to Ngwenya. Cross comes in looking for Mbambo, and he can't get proper contact with it, but that would have been a very nice way to get this match underway. I am surprised to see Shooting Stars losing both of their first two matches. Obviously, they pushed us all away, and then did lose to Tunis in the next game when we beat the team who beat Tunis. So it's an odd one. It's very difficult to work out who's better than who. It will be a lot clearer if we have a nice, comfortable win today and it becomes clear we're better than all of them. And it doesn't really matter to us who goes through in second place. But of course, we are playing 2 home, 1 away in this first half of fixtures. When we get back to this in February, we've just got the 1 home game and then 2 tough away games. So it might not be all completely wrapped up, usually in a 4-team group, similar to how it was back when the Champions League in Europe was normal. 10 points is probably enough. So if we pick up a win here, that'll get us to 9. We'd just need, we could win our final home game and not worry about those away games and we'd still be fine going through. But obviously we want to win the group. I don't know if there's seedings when you get into the knockout rounds, but we just want to win every game. Oh, Deluli's missed an absolute sitter there. He's had a three header inside the 6-yard box and somehow not managed to keep it down. What a silly goose. Unlove now looking for the far post where Deluli's lurking this time, and again he can't get a proper contact on it. I am confused about this constant aiming at him. I had a look at him. He's only got 9 for heading. Heading isn't even his strong point. He is a physical beast for a 6 foot tall man, a little 6 foot tall man. He's quick, he's strong, but he's not particularly good in the air. And then we've got Villakazi there. I'm tempted to override my... Sammy, look how good in the air he is. We should play him at centre-back. I'm tempted to train him to play centre-back because he stopped scoring goals, but he is so good in the air. Right, Radabi looking for the cross. Cross comes in, aimed at no one in particular, really. It's the right idea when you've got Villakazi in the middle. Just get it into the penalty area. Unlove has now got an opportunity to do that. Instead, he gives it to Zimela and now Sangare. Radabi with the chance to cross again, but plays it inside. Looking for Mbambo. I get what we're trying to do, but just get the cross in. Don't worry about it. Gwenya, who's a centre-back playing out of position at right-back. These days, he's a backup centre-back playing out of position at right-back and has just got us the breakthrough just before half-time. That could end up being a very, very important goal in the history of Stellenbosch because, as you can see, it does some beautiful things to that league table. And it looks like Shooting Stars are now beating Medina, which means at the moment we're 6 points clear after 3 games, which is beautiful. I just want to see what the attendance is. We just broke our record attendance in that semi-final against Kaiser Chiefs with 16,000. We're on 15,500 today. So the Stellenbosch locals are starting to get behind this football team. We're presumably making some money on gate receipts now. Zamela with a poor attempt at a long throw, but Daluli, there's the demonstration of him being that big, strong, physical beast that we were talking about before. And good work from Vilakazi to win the ball back. Make him a centre-back. And there he is, Mbambo. I mean, it's a rascals finish. It might be offside as well. The ref is just checking with his little man who lives in his ear. It has been awarded, but I'd be very upset if I was the Tunis goalkeeper here, because, like I say, it's a rascals finish. Unlove plays it across to Mbambo, and he's just kind of toe poked it under him. No backlift, just little poke it under him before he has a chance to set himself. What a naughty boy! He's quite good. Right, we're going to bring on Makanya, who's just recovering from an injury. Kunani can come on in midfield. And we still don't have a right back on the bench. We could bring Lothi on. Lothi is just recovering from an injury himself. So I think we'll put Gwenya to centre back, get Lothi on. And we're starting to get some of our recently injured boys back into the team as well, which is super duper. And now Unlove taking the corner, looking for Daluli, can't find him. And it ends up with Mbambo, who plays it back in again. We've got the opportunity to pick up a shot here. Lothi from range. It's 3. It's done. We're qualifying. I mean, as it stands right now, 3 games played, 3 matches won. Everyone else has beaten each other. So they're all on 3 points. And we are having a lovely old time. Look at us. Look at us. Best team in Africa. It's only Al Ali in Egypt who've won their first 3 from 3. I've already seen in the comments section everyone telling me Al Ali are going to be the team to beat. Are we already setting ourselves up for a final against them early on? We might be. Right, and Bambo's going to come off. Chalk can come on again. But it certainly looks like we are already emerging as the 2 best teams in the competition. I just hope we are separated from them until the final. Geographically, it's about as far as we can travel from South Africa all the way up to Egypt. I don't know where the final takes place, but we want them in the final, and we're going to beat them, and we're gonna have a big smile on our face as a result. But that is an excellent start to life in the Champions League. The plan from here, we do have a transfer window. We don't seem to have a winter break this year. I guess the winter or the summer, because we're in the south. I think the winter break, they get December off, the domestic players, but we've used it to play in the Champions League. So we haven't had a break this year. Although, to be fair, we've got about a month now until our next match. But we've got the transfer window in there. And then we will be back tomorrow for the rest of the group stage matches. Maybe with some new faces, because financially, things are looking up now for this club. We've got some money in the bank after winning a few competitions and playing in the Champions League. The board would have to give me some of it to spend, but we could potentially have some new faces in before the next episode. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.